What's going on? It's facts you don't know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and activate the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
When a nurse saw this baby in front of her, she ran away from the hall because of its frightening appearance. Follow this true and exciting story with us. When this little boy called Yaya was born with a deformed face, his parents were surrendered and could not do anything because they were afraid that they would not be able to take care of this boy, because he would not be natural and he would make them suffer with him because of their difficult financial condition, as they believed it's unusual and he won't be able to find his wife for him in the future because his face was so scary. But suddenly an unknown person appeared and restored hope to them. The couple did everything to help their young, whose facial features were deformed, and they decided to continue the road and look after him. The little one was smart and quickly absorbed. His body was growing normally, and the only imbalance in it was his deformed face. When the nurse who was charged with carrying him to put him in the newborns at the clinic saw him, she left and screamed after seeing the scary features of his face. The young man was suffering from cracked lips and palate and deformities in the face and mouth, and it was found that they occurred in the early stages of pregnancy as a result of a lack of tissue at the lip area and at the palate, as the contact of the tissues formed during this period inside the mouth is not done as normal. All the medical examinations that were performed on this little one confirmed that he survived due to divine providence. The bone that connected his chin and brain was deficient, which made them stick to each other, and this is why the little boy was born without eyes and without eyebrows, with deformation in this area that supposedly has a nose. All of this will inevitably be a nightmare for every parent in the world, but the parents of this young man were satisfied with the appearance of their son and decided not to forsake him and help him as much as possible and look after him so he could feel like other children. The boy looked happy and did not leave his face despite the deformity on his face. People in the street were feeling nauseous when they looked at his face, while the children who met him were afraid of him, which made his parents avoid him contacting people, in order not to feel that he's not desirable in the society. The parents visited many doctors and surgeons in different regions of the country to know what's the appropriate way in which they can get their son out of that situation, but they were losing hope in every step they take, because the analyses they got from all the doctors were negative and not reassuring, as all doctors refused to guarantee treatment for this condition because they considered it very complicated and no hope of recovery. They were concerned about the risks of doing this operation, which would be a very high failure rate, which would cause the death of the young. When the parents lost hope and stopped visiting the doctors, a friend of the family posted the photos of the little boy on some websites so that he might get help. Another miracle happened. One of the women offered to help her after she saw these pictures on the internet, where she decided to cover the expenses of the surgery. If there are doctors who are willing to perform surgery, these deformities are still from the face of the child. That woman was an Australian businesswoman named Fatima, and she was of Moroccan origin. Fatima's published an ad looking for a doctor who has the audacity and competence to perform the surgery and will pay him the amount he wants. When she found the doctor, she invited the little one and his family to move to the clinic in Australia for the surgery. The doctor revealed to the father of Yaya that the operation will be difficult and complicated because he'll have to separate the brain from the skull. But they agreed to perform the operation, and they remained impatiently waiting for its appointment. The surgery lasted about 19 hours, when the entire head of the child was opened, causing him to lose about half the blood in his body. But the Lord proved that he was still protecting this little one. The surgery was successful. The doctor managed to remove part of the deformation and also managed to implant a nose for the young boy. With the help of this woman, this little's life has changed for the better, and he takes to the street and communicates with the children without escaping from him as they used to do before. The doctor made an appointment for this little one in the future and informed him that there was a possibility to perform another surgery to make his face look better. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.